One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Scarlet Knights have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Illinois' offense will be first on the attack. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting off the defender. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down, looking for more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Touch pass on the run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Scarlet Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get some... Turning it on! And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll try it over the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Campbell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They go right back to it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's strong. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Arkin. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure what good that did. The completion's fine for the percentage and the stats, but the result's the same. Not enough for the first down. Punt team on the field. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 6 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Scarlet Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the run, it's Raymond. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The quick out. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Bringing the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Clement. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Oh, he got loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great move. Now he's got room. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They try to pop a run on the draw. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Handoff from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Quarterback running on the draw. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Getting it to the red zone is great. Getting it in the end zone, that's been a bigger problem. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Weber. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll try the run. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. And the Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Clement. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Illinois!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 11 over Kansas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets the back moving. That's reeled in at Sheffield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Hunt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. To the air, it's Altmaier. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle at Sheffield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The inside handoff. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Powers through. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him! And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. On the run, still looking. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the left. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. To the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Campbell. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give to the back. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Dixon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to...
He lost one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late, 4th down and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It's a draw. Got a little space.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Altmaier. Using the quick game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. He's got it on the move. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Pulls in the deep ball. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Rutgers offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possession.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step. He got a step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking for a man. It's Navarro. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They'll run it. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, what a move. Just keeps moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He'll pull it on the read. And that ball's free behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Weber.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to keep it in the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, it's just such a missed opportunity for this offense. It's 3rd and 1, and you're trying to trick the defense by taking a shot. Defense dials in the blitz, but you just like to think that your offensive line, running backs, and tight ends can get that picked up to give your QB a shot to chuck it deep.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Campbell. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. On the run. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Finds space on the right. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score with the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? Big fella moving, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Caught in the backfield. It's Duff. And he was able to get back on top of it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Man, that's a great job by the defense, swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. Runs through the tackle. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Duff. Powers through the defender. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sheffield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Fires on the move. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Plows through the defense.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Thanks to grab. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Navarro. Makes the grab, it's Jordan. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's done. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Black. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing.
Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Back to throw, it's Navarro. He's got him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He's in open space downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
There he goes. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Duff. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Wants to go up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback on the keeper. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Caught behind the line. It's Black.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gonna run it. It's Campbell. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Weber. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Navarro. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Mathis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Turning it on. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Weber. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Strong. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Can't get him to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
About this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. An 84-yard drive there. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.